and today I am coming to you and today I'm going to be filming my 2015 Best in Beauty. Now this is going to be a series of 4 videos. My Best in Beauty 2015, my Worst in Beauty 2015, my Best in Skincare 2015 and my Best in Hair Care 2015. So Best in something 2015 over and over and over is a bit hard to say. Today I'm doing my Best in Beauty, so I'm going to be trying to do 2 videos a week. So remember to subscribe to get a notification for when I upload. If hopefully I'm thinking of doing maybe a Friday or a Saturday for the second upload, because obviously I upload on a Tuesday as well. But let me know what you think. What other day do you think I should upload on? If you hadn't noticed, I have redone my hair since I dyed it pink, and yeah, it's quite a bit of a change since you last saw me, I think. So basically, if you've never watched one of these videos before, it's where I give you a rough outline of my favourite single products that I've been enjoying through the year. So it's one that's either I've used the whole year that stood out to me in a few months, or that might have been featured in one of my favourites over and over again. So I'm going to try and talk you through in terms of how I apply these things. So what I do first when I apply my makeup, basically. So I'm just going to get on with it. I'm going to try and link everything in the description below so it's easy for you to find. So the first is my favourite primer. Now this has to be the Benefit Professional. I have a miniature which I got last year for Christmas actually, and I use it sparingly because I love it so much. It keeps your makeup on all day, it mattifies, it does everything it's supposed to do basically. I think it's about £19.50 for the big tube, which I'm really going to invest in soon. Next is my favourite foundation, and that has been the Rimmel Lasting Finish Foundation, and this is in the shade 100 Ivory, which is actually a little bit dark for me, but I don't think I've ever featured this in a video. I don't know why, it's just I use this very much towards the start of the year when I wasn't doing as many videos, and it's just such a good foundation. It applies nicely, it looks nice, and it's quite good coverage as well, and I think it's about £7.99. So I just don't think the colour range is very good. If you're in the market for a new foundation, I'll definitely check out the Rimmel one. My favourite concealer, you can probably all guess what this is going to be, is the Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Mine is in shade Cool Medium number 2. I think it's about, yeah, it's £2, £3, £4. Constantly on 3 for 2 with Boots and Superdrug, and if you're looking for a concealer, lots of people say that this compares to top of the market priced products, so definitely check this one out. My favourite powder has been the Rimmel Stay Matte, and I don't have it right now because it's not in my bag full of products. It must be in my physical makeup bag. I've got this all in a wash bag right now. So it is the Rimmel Stay Matte. It is really affordable. I know that Tanya Burr raves about it and uses it in pretty much every video. It's just such a good powder. In my Worst in Beauty 2015, which will be the next video, you'll see that I have tried out a lot of powders, and I should have really just settled for the Rimmel Stay Matte because that really is the best one. Now on to my favourite mascaras. It has to be the Benefit They're Real, which is just so good for separation. I was talking to the lady that works my eyebrows in Benefit, and she was saying that this is so good for, it just stays on all day. It's really hard to get off. And I love, it's really good for your bottom lashes for separation. The wand, it's got this spiky ball. I'm just going to try and undo it. This is really old, I've just got it to show in this. It's got a spiky end to get really well into the corner of your eye and your bottom lashes. And also a more budget alternative is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is, I would say that it doesn't provide as much volume as the They're Real does, but it does stay on as well. I can put this on my bottom lashes and it doesn't rub off. And it's just such a good mascara. I would definitely recommend both of these. So there's the budget and there's the high-end alternative. And I used the They're Real for the start of the year and this one in the second half. And I think there's not much comparison between them apart from the They're Real may stay on a bit longer and does give you more volume. My favourite eyeliner has been the L'Oreal Superliner Ultra Precision. If you watched my, what was it, my transition in my daytime transition into evening get ready with me, I use this, and it's so easy to use. Like, I'm really not that good at eyeliner. Now I just don't really bother because if I don't have time in the morning, I know it's going to take me at least 10-15 minutes, but with this it makes it so much easier. The wand is so, the brush wand, nib, whatever you want to call it, is so precise and easy to use. I just think it's really good, and it lasts as much as other eyeliners do, but other eyeliners I find just don't apply as easily as this one does. Now, without a doubt, my favourite single eyeshadow has definitely been the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in On and On Bronze. This is just, it's just such a beautiful bronzy shade that If you want it more opaque, you can apply more. If you want it more sheer, you just apply less. You can use it as a base to create a smoky eye. I've just been using this non-stop. I use this every day, I think, at Glastonbury. That's why it's got such fond memories of it, and it's just so easy to use. I also love the other colours in the range, just this one is definitely my standout. My favourite palette has been the Collection Eyes Uncovered Nude palette. I have got all 3 of the palettes. When they came out, there was a lot of hype around them to compare to the Urban Decay Naked palettes, and I love this one especially because of the brown colour, which I use for my smoky eyes. The pale colours aren't very good in it. The transition colours and the darker colours are definitely the better ones out of all the 3 products. The lighter colours don't have much colour payoff, so that's something to bear in mind if you're looking for a palette with lighter colours. Don't really go for this one. But I just think it's so good. I think it's about £4, which is ridiculous for the quality of these. You get 6 different shades, and in all 3 palettes they're just really, really good quality. For eyebrows, I think you all know what's coming with this one as well. It is the Soap and Glory Brow Archery, which is the pen and the pencil. I've just used this throughout the whole year. I've gone through 2 of these in the year, and it's just good. It lasts on my eyebrows, and it's the right colour. It's not too red. I find that the blonde is slightly reddy toned, so it can make your eyebrows look a bit ginger, but the brown definitely doesn't do that. It lasts really well. I love the pen to outline and the pencil to fill in. So some setting gel that I have loved this year, which is definitely going to be my standout, is the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, and mine is in the shade Medium Dark. I think Susie from Hello October raved about this, and I had to go out and get it. She doesn't very often recommend budget or high street makeup, so when she does, you know it's going to be a good one. It really does set your eyebrows really well. And I've gone through a lot of brow setting gels which just really aren't very good. I think this is about £6, but it really keeps my brows in place all day, and there's quite a few different shades in this as well, so I would really, really recommend this. The lipstick that I've been loving has been the Topshop Mink lipstick, which I don't have again. I think it's in my main makeup bag, just like the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. And it's just a really nice browny nude. It's not too brown, but it's also not too nude, so you can tell that you're wearing lipstick, but it's not like as standout as this red lipstick, for example. It's not drying. It's really cheap. I think it's about £6. I really hope it hasn't been discontinued. I did buy it a while ago, but I was using it over and over and over. Just the lip combo, which my favourite lip liner of the year has got to be the Topshop lip liner in ceramic, which just the combo of them 2 together just works so well, and I just really like them. And they're both from Topshop. I mean, not bad going. And for a brighter lip, which has been my favourite, has definitely been the Bourjois Rouge Edition Velvet in Ole Flamingo. Same again, I wore this every day at Glastonbury. It lasted, I woke up in the morning and I would barely have to reapply it because it just lasts so well. I really love the whole range. I think I've got 4 colours from this now, but combined with my mum we must have nearly like all of them. And they just last so well. They're a tiny bit drying, not massively for how long they last, and it's such bright colours. I was surprised by how bright they came out, especially the, is it red chili pepper or something? The red version of this. They're just so bright and they just look so nice, and they apply really nice. Some of them can drag, you know, when you apply, but not these because it's quite a nice spongy wet formula to apply it with. My favourite highlighters, I've got 2. I've got a liquid, which is the Benefit High Beam highlighter, which is really, really pretty. It's very finely milled. It doesn't have many big chunks of glitter in it. I really like it for just highlighting across my cheekbones. You have to be careful when you apply it though, because it is so wet. You can't just stripe it on because then it will just rub off your foundation. I would recommend putting it on your middle finger and then just dabbing it, very lightly dabbing it, otherwise it will rub off your foundation. And a powder that I have recently fallen in love with is the Balm Mary Luminizer, which you've probably all heard about. I got mine from ASOS, I think, but you can get it from Superdrug as well. It's just so finely milled and the particles just are beautiful. I've just fallen in love with this and I wish that I had got it sooner. My favourite bronzer has to be Benefit's Hoola Bronzer. I've only got a tiny miniature sample, but this has lasted me so long. I love it for contouring, for warming up the face a bit. I have to say that it does break me out. Like, I can tell I get spots around here a lot once I've been wearing it, but for the effect that it gives at the time, it's really, really good. So that's it for all of my makeup favourites. Now I'm just going to run you through some tools that I've been loving. Now most of them are Real Techniques, I'm not gonna lie. So my favourite blending brush without a doubt has been the MAC 217. I got this for my birthday from my brother and I just love it. And once you wash it the first time, it really doesn't return to how soft it is, obviously. but it's just so good for blending in the crease. Even with the Maybelline colour tattoos, you can just blend it out a little bit once it's still a bit damp, and it just works a dream. I've been loving the Real Techniques base shadow brush, which comes in the eye brush set. For applying specifically the Maybelline colour tattoo, because it is quite liquidy, this is really nice for just patting onto your lid and then blending out a little bit. So that's basically all I really use it for. And of course my Real Techniques buffing brush for buffing in my foundation and make sure that it's all blended together. I've recently fallen in love with the Real Techniques powder brush, which is just this huge brush. It's just huge. It's so good for just blending out powder or just making sure that everything's smoothed over. I love the Real Techniques blush brush for applying my highlighter, specifically the Mary Luminizer. It's just great, but also it can be used for contour and blush. I think blush especially for just dabbing it on your cheekbones. My last best in beauty has been the Real Techniques complexion sponge for my concealer with the pointy end and my foundation with the flat end. I really need to buy a new one. This has gone quite gross now, but it's just so good. I really want to try out the Beauty Blender, but they are a lot more pricey than the Real Techniques ones are. But if you don't have a makeup sponge, I'll definitely recommend checking this one out to start with, and if you like it, then maybe upgrade to the Beauty Blender. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it and learned some things that I've been loving through the year. And also remember to check out the description for links to everything, just in case you spotted something that you might want to try. Also, remember to subscribe to get notifications for when my other best in 2015 videos come out. Gosh, this is such a tongue twister. Thank you so much for watching. Like always, I appreciate all of your support. Thank you so much, and I hope you're having an amazing half term, Christmas, work, whatever you're doing. Like, comment, share, subscribe, everything you always do. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Keep each other company. All company.